The second biggest mistake people make when it comes to Social Security. This is just the second, because the first is even more dastardly, and we'll do that in a different video. But here is the second biggest mistake. All right, we're just going to dive right into this. So we got PIA, we've got 62, and we got 70. All right, so everybody knows if you take your Social Security benefit early, you get reduced. If you take it later, you get benefits. Everybody knows all that. But we're going to talk into how you make a mistake when it comes to this. The calculation is quite simple. When someone explains it to you, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't think I want to do that. So remember, the first thing is to understand what your PIA is. That's your primary insurance amount. Your primary insurance amount, which is your full retirement benefit, which is based on your full retirement age. Your FRA, PIA. So PIA is your primary insurance amount, which is the amount you get at your FRA. Because I was born in 1970, my full retirement age, my FRA, is 67. If you're born in 1960 and beyond, your full retirement age is also 67. If you're born previous to 1960, your full retirement age is 66 and potentially some months depending on the year you were born. If you're born in 1959, your full retirement age is 66 and 10 months. If you're born in 1958, 66 and 8 months, and so on and so on. All right. So be that as it may, right here we're using someone born in 1960. Their full retirement age is 67. Hope that makes sense because this is me. All right, so now what we have is we have a 67. Actually, probably should write that down. And again, the PIA is your full benefit at your FRA, which is 67. All right, so in this simple case, your PIA is $2,000 a month. That's what you're going to get at your full retirement age, $2,000 a month. If you take your money early, and most people know this, it will be reduced by roughly 30%. Now, that's always subject to change. We don't know, but right now it's sitting at about 30%. I'm not going to get too specific because I like nice round numbers. To show you specifics, you would need to look at your own stuff, but just to get a nice round number to give you a pretty good gauge of what we're looking at. All right, so if you took it at 62, you're going to be reduced by roughly 30%. All right, so you'd have, instead of having $2,000 a month at your PIA at 67, you'd have $1,400 a month at 62. Hope that makes sense. All right. At 70, you get an 8% per year delayed earnings credits. Now, that 8% per year delayed earnings credits is not compounded. It's just simple inflation. So we say 8 times 3 is 24. We times this number by 24, and that gives us our amount at 70. All right. So at 70, we get $2,480 a month. At 62, we get $1,400 a month. If we take our trusty calculator, and I need a new pen. I just was mailed a whole bunch. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, let's use this orange one. Hopefully this will work nice. All right, so we take our trusty calculator, and we say, what's the difference between 2,480, all right, and 1,400? Well, we can quickly see. That's $1,080 a month difference, all right? So we say 1,080. Let's make sure you can see that. Yeah, not as good as I would have liked. Maybe do a different color here. Ooh, purple. Yeah, purple's going to look too much like, yeah, we'll still do purple. But we'll keep that there for the time being. 1,080 a month difference between this and that. You with me so far? 480 month difference between this and that. $600 a month difference between this and that. All right, hope that makes sense. So basically, if you took it at 62, you got $1,400, which is $1,080 less per month than if you waited until you're 70, or $600 a month less if you waited until you're 67. Hope that makes sense. All right. The following year, if we're doing a 2.4% COLA, which is what the trustees are saying, 2.4% cost of living adjustment, the following year, if we take our trusty calculator, I just have my trusty calculator, here it is. We times 1,400 by 1.024, and we get $1,433 a month. Pablo's making noise. Make sure you paw the like button to show your support for Pablo. All right, so that's $1,433 a month. Now this, we take 2.4%, is $2,048 a month. Interesting. 2,048 minus 1,433 is $615 difference there. All right. If we wait until 70, again, assuming we have the delayed earnings credits plus the cost of living adjustment, which you should, that is an assumption you should make, because if you wait till 70, that's guaranteed. We have 2539 minus 2539 minus 2048. $491 difference. That minus that, $25.39 minus $14.33 is $11.06 difference. All right, so you can see, hopefully you're starting to see where we're going here. The following year, we got another 2.4% increase, 1468, 2097, 2600 even. So we take 2097 minus 1468, 629 difference. All right, 2600 minus 2097, 503 difference. And then 2600 minus 4 is a 13. I'm just going to do it. 13. I'm saying it's 1132, 1468. Yes, 1132. Josh, you still got it. All right, so you see what's going on here now, don't you? I hope you do. 1503 minus 2147. That's 644 different. 2662 minus 2147. $515 different. 2662 minus 1503. That's 1159 different. All right. And lastly, just for 5 years, 2199 minus 1539. That's 660. All right. 2726 minus 2199. 527. And 2726 minus 1539, 1539 is 1187. All right, so hopefully you can see what's happening here. By waiting until 70, all right, as opposed to taking it at 62, we not only have a $1,080 a month more in benefit from waiting until 70 in the first year, but it actually increases each and every year thereafter because the cost of living adjustment is based on this number here. And so what happens is exponentially increasing. There's a widening gap between the two. So here we got 1,080 more. Wait 5 years, we actually have $1,187 more. We've increased $107 over the, so we've increased 107 divided by 0.80. We've increased by 10%. Our increase in actual dollar amount because we waited. So not only did we make more on a per basis on a monthly basis on the first month, but you fast forward 5 years, we're making more and more on top of it. It's like it's the exact same thing with compounding interest. We're getting more interest increases on a higher dollar amount, which means we have more to show for it. So now everything being the same. It's not just a 24% increase from delayed earnings because of delayed earnings credits. It's actually a 24% increase with cost of living adjustment, which means we've actually have not just the difference between that and that or that and that. We have the increase on a higher dollar amount. Thus, we have 9.9% increase in actual dollars than we did if we took that 62. And it just keeps going on. Here we're only 71, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 75, 76 is going to keep getting on and on. And so what's happening is the increasing is going up exponentially. So there's this wider delta between these two here because this guy is only growing, what's that? $16, $15, $14, $15. That's it. But this guy's growing by that plus more because there's a higher number for it to start. And so by the time we're 80 years old, we're going to have an 85 significantly more benefit on top of the fact that we had the delayed earnings credits. It's just, it's like exactly the same thing in compounding interest. Your interest is growing interest on itself. It is now, again, delayed earnings credits don't have a compounding interest. So we know for a fact, if we take it here, we're getting a 30% reduction from here. And we know for a fact, if we take it here, we're getting a 24% increase from here. But cost of living adjustments is compounded. Compounding interest on cost of living adjustments changes the trajectory of the actual dollar amount that you get in Social Security. I cannot stress this enough. We were getting $480 more if we took it at 67 than if we took it at 60. Wait 5 years. Now we're, I don't know, whatever that is, 71. We're getting $527 a month more than if we took it at 62. That's real dollars. The percentages don't matter. The dollar is what matters. The actual dollars I can pocket. I can pocket 1,187 more because I waited 8 years right here. 1,187 more a month. A month, by the way. All right, you factor that over a whole lifetime in retirement. That is freaking hugely significant, and it's all no risk at all. And if Social Security is your only income source, it's all tax-free, man. Tax-free. People, I don't know why people have such a negative on Social Security. Now, one of the reasons is because we'll go to the number one mistake that people make. I'm not going to blackboard it here or whiteboard it, but I will later. That's racist, right? Blackboard versus whiteboard. Did you see the Saturday Night Live? I love the MacGruber. They got, I think it's Charles Barkley on there, and MacGruber's got this. He's trying to be politically correct, so there's this black pen. He goes, MacGruber, what do you need from me? He goes, I need that pen. There's like 3 different color pens. Charles Barkley, which one? He goes, the darker one. What? Which one? Well, not the orange, not the blue. Which one then? Guru's like the African American one, because he can't say the word black. Oh my goodness, we are now at a stage where white people are afraid to even utter to say the word black. It's the weirdest thing ever. All right, I'm sure people keep your politics out. Nah, man, it's funny. Poke at freaking idiots are out there like, I'm so snowflaked. All right, so anyway, the issue is that so the number one thing is when people are looking at the Social Security statement, they say, man, I'm 50 years old. My benefits are only going to be $2,500 a month. That sucks, man. If I invested, I would have $6,000 a month in investing. You're like, yeah, but you're not comparing it two equally. You're literally underselling your Social Security. Well, it says $2,500 a month, and I can invest it, and just a simple 6% rate of return, I'd be getting $6,000 a month. Yeah, because the Social Security statement you see has not been inflated for future growth. It's not. It's just showing today. And today's numbers, this is what you get. So if you look at that and did it a present value of your 6% rate of return investing over the course of 30 years, what's that present value of that $6,000? And that's how you got to do it. I'll get into another video on that, but that's the number one mistake. Man, because I've done that. I used to do this all the time. Man, my Social Security is only $2,500. I can't live off $2,500 a month. Yeah, that's making a big mistake. So this is the number 2 mistake people make with Social Security. We'll go into these one by one, but this one I just had kind of hair up my chinny chin where I wanted to do this video. And now I'm going to Costco. We'll see you guys.